name is Lauren Gonzalez. I'm a past president of the IADA Southwest chapter, and I'm excited to bring to you this mini-series of chats with our annual patrons.
Hey there, Jenny. Thank you so much for taking this time to join with me and chat with me. What was the IADA Southwest event that you felt brought you the most value as an annual patron for 2022?
For sure Unveiled, just because it's the best of, but all things for a vendor, I guess. It's, showcasing products, it's networking, it's socializing, it's a fun time. It's everything that like a sales rep, at least I would want. I loved that location. It was easy for us to set up. I thought it was really well attended. It was almost even though it was longer, I almost felt like I couldn't, like I was pulled away from my booth and then I couldn't see enough people, it's like I wanted it to go on longer. So definitely that event. That's always been one of my favorites for sure.
That is great feedback. So this year we lengthened Unveiled, I believe, by 4 hours.
Yeah.
So that's so great to hear that feedback, because that's one thing as we're planning for next year. It's like, do we keep it the same length? Do we extend the time a little bit? Like, are our vendors getting to interact with people at the, rate that they want? You also attended Couture this year. How did you feel about that one?
I thought it was a really fun, upbeat event. I didn't love the venue. Had we had it there before?
We've never had it there before, and that was one where we actually booked the venue back in, like, I want to say
Long time ago.
January or February of 2020. So
Yeah.
then, 2 years later, when we finally had our event, planned it in 21, carried it over to 22, it was like, you know what, we've paid for this entire venue now, and
Yeah.
it was what it was.
And it wasn't like I did not care for the venue. It was hard to get to because of the construction. That's no fault of anybody's. Um, it was well attended, obviously, because on the downside, waiting in line to get in was frustrating, I think, for many people. Um, then once you got inside, waiting in line for like the bar was also, we all like to drink. We're an IADA. Like when I was on the board, we talked about that all the time. So that was a little frustrating. I don't think I tried any of the food, so I can't comment on that. I liked where it was inside to sit. I know it takes forever to get people to sit. I don't know if having people have their own seats helped. It didn't seem like it.
Yeah, that was our first year trying that. I think for any event that IDA has ever done, that was our first hack
Yeah.
at seating people, and just in an attempt, because if you'll remember in previous years with Couture, it's like you couldn't even hear the show going on sometimes because people were just like up and chatting and
And
standing in your
drinking.
way and drinking. And so this was kind of our like one, like, okay, we'll just try this. So thank you so much for that feedback,
And
though.
I don't know if it helped or not. I mean, I didn't mind sitting where I got my ticket. Um, it was I mean, I remember when it was years ago at the Museum of Contemporary Art, the Scottsdale Civic Center, the runway was raised. That was awesome because you could see so well. I mean, I was sort of standing up and down trying to see everyone's outfits. It would be nice if there's some sort of way we could elevate it, but I also think it's cool that it's like a real fashion show where they're going right in front of you. But I know there's no way to get everyone like in the front row, but and I thought my team won an award. The work that they did was so amazing. I still can't believe it. I felt like the outfits were just everything that like everyone was reinvigorated, and if we hadn't done it in so long, I hope the momentum keeps going. But
Have heard all kinds of feedback about Couture, but everybody talks about the entertainment because it was just, and there was a portion of it that we kind of kept close to chest because we're like, we want to surprise people. We
it
want
was
there to be
totally
like
cool.
a little bit of an element. So I am excited to see that video and all of the things come out about that. photos and everything. So
that was really cool.
yeah, it's every year it's, it's such a huge event, but it's like everybody comes, and we had over 400 people in that venue. So, it's,
Yeah.
people love it. So thank you for all of that feedback. Okay, I want to get through all of our questions
Yeah.
here. Okay. So, do you feel that your presence as an annual patron was recognized during the event? So, specifically unveiled, we had you on some signage. How did you feel about
Yeah.
all of that?
Acknowledge, definitely, you know, always feel like I know, the logos of all the patrons are included. Definitely, agree. Definitely felt acknowledged. Bentley does it to support design and to support IDA.
We really appreciate that. Last question. What are you most looking forward to with IADA Southwest in 2023, and including anything that you'd like to see improved upon, kind of big scale?
I always love Unveiled. I think that is always my favorite event, like I said before, because it's like the mix of showing product, socializing, seeing everybody, networking, meeting new people, meeting new designers, people you haven't seen in a while. Um, I haven't done it in a while, but I always enjoy doing like the little project tours where, we get drinks and then go to our project. I want to try to do more of those next year if we have any, because, especially if my product's in there, I'm always like so psyched about it. But like this year, and we did the tour of the Hayden Library. That was all of my carpet, and I was on a Bentley trip. So I was so bummed to miss it, but I was dying to go.
Bummer. Oh my gosh.
Great. I don't know if you've been in that building.
Not yet. Mm-mm.
Air St. Gross did it, Michelle and Nathan, and it is such a fabulous. If you're ever on campus, just make sure you go over there and just walk around. Everything is so cool what they did. So I think those are the kind of the two things I like. And I hadn't ever been to a speaker series that, we did our there. I really thought that was a great event. I was a tabletop sponsor. So again, like almost like a mini Unveiled, I'm showing product, I'm talking to people, and then we had those great speakers. Were you there at that?
I was not. Nope, I was on an IADA trip. So it took all the
That's
presidents
right.
away. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right. And I wanted to stay for the speakers, but my daughter had volleyball tryouts that night. So I had like right when the speakers started, I was like getting on my carpet and like had to make a mad dash, so I had to leave. But I heard everyone had a really nice time. So yeah.
In closing here, I just want to thank you so much for being a continued supporter of our chapter. Plug in, you involve yourself, you join committees, you get on the board. You are just such an example for those that follow you. So thank you so much for that.